My name is Felicia Pride, and I'm a grateful recipient of the Ignition Grant. I want to thank Ignite Baltimore for having that program. What it did was allowed us to launch the Walbrook Project, which armed about 10 teens with flip cams, the little mini cameras, to document the Walbrook community. They had lessons facilitated by local filmmakers, and this will all culminate with a screening at the Walbrook Library on April 7th, which we invite you to. So today I'm just going to talk a little bit about how we did that and maybe encourage or further encourage any of you who want to start a community project. It was very clear to me and reconfirmed that the best way of getting started in launching a community project is to get started. We had wanted to return to the Walbrook Library for some time after doing work there and meeting great teens, and what it really required was us to say, let's do it, let's get started. Then we developed a plan and saw to see what we needed, and money was one of those things. You may not need that much, but you may need some, and so be creative. We reached out to family and friends, as well as the $1,000 that we got from the Ignite grant. The location was easy for us. We sort of built the project around the library because libraries don't get enough love. They are community institutions. Teens gather there as safe spaces. So for us, it was a no-brainer to do it there. Also, there was already community support, which is important, and advocates. Mr. Bunjo Butler, yes, he was like, whatever you need, I got you. And he helped to bring the community into our project, so it was a really big deal. Then we had to get people involved, especially teens. We know how challenging that can be, so we held interest meetings. We did Facebook and Twitter. We posted flyers in the library. We also went to community groups and gave 5-minute presentations. So not only did we get a great group of teens, we got a great group of adults who act as mentors and liaisons. Bribery works. Food is important. We have it at every session. It is our largest expense, but it goes a long way in connecting and further socializing with the young people. For our equipment, we went cheap, but that was really because we wanted to show that you don't need tons of money to create media and enter the media conversation. We wanted to show the teens that, and they already know that, taking films on their cell phones. Those were our flip cams, $50 each. We also made sure that we told people about the project, let them know what we were doing, what the teens were doing. We posted on our homepage. My mother sent out email updates to people to let them know what the teens were involved, and that helped to get more support. We also invited people into the library. That's Delegate Jill P. Carter, who came to our first session. You'd be surprised when people see what the teens are doing and what they're interested in, how the support also grows. So we were lucky to actually have individuals donate food. Shoppers Food Warehouse donated food. We reached out to local businesses. Local graphic designers donated their services. All you have to do is ask or beg, whichever the case may be. But I'm also a big supporter of bartering. When you don't have resources, money is not your only currency. So I bartered my writing services with my friend Joseph, who in turn facilitated the filmmaking workshops and also is producing the short doc about the project. But the most important thing was to make sure we were providing value to the young people. Our goal was to provide a platform for them to raise their voices about things that were of interest to them. So we wanted to make sure that we were doing that. And then along the way, of course, we learned from them. And equally important is that they have fun, and we have fun with them. Food helps in that as well. But I really feel like we built a small community within the Walbrook Project that goes beyond the filmmaking and that goes beyond this project. So I wanted to give you a small glimpse into the Walbrook Project. This is the pitch meeting.
The location is here at Walbrook Library, Walbrook Productions, and where the murals that you will see in the documentary is. The arts consist of dance, singing, visual arts, and performance arts. The conflict is, do residents know what the community is offering about concerning the arts? And the resolution is to educate the residents about the arts and what the community has to offer that's concerning the arts. In that way, we are going to interview the residents in Walbrook and the people who are a part of the groups. Questions we are going to ask.
That's it. So I invite you all to come to our screening on April 7th at 5 o'clock. The teens will be screening 3 films, one about arts in the community, another about the history of Walbrook, and another about violence in the community. I want to thank Ignite Baltimore again for this grant. I want to thank all of you for supporting community projects, and I hope to see you on April 7th. Thank you.